William Shakespeare, the untouchable god of literature that can do absolutely no wrong and writes nothing but timeless masterpieces. I'm sorry, just go to the intro. Once upon a time, in the magical land of Denmark, there was a powerful king. He was killed by his brother Claudius, who wanted to take his crown and his wife. Then the ghost of the king comes to reveal the truth to his son Hamlet. The desire for revenge overcomes the young man. Yada yada yada, everyone dies. That's pretty much all you need to know. Wow, you should be a teacher. What are you talking about? I aced this.
No ordinary scholar is not responsible for any grades that result from the information used from this video. Unless it's an A.
The reason you don't really need to know more is that none of it actually could have happened. And I'm not talking about the ghost. You see, historically, Claudius's plan would make no sense because it wouldn't have gotten him the throne. According to the official site of Denmark, the throne was elective, but the candidates were generally limited to the eldest son of the reigning king. Generally, that's so convincing. I thought so too, but for my own health, I decided to look into it. Then I realized looking into it was the internet equivalent of cancer. Right behind Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life.
No ordinary scholar is not responsible for any trauma you or anyone you know experiences from looking up Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life.
But I'm really not joking. There is no general consensus about the type of succession Denmark had, so I decided to try and find a family tree of Denmark royals just to figure out how the crown was passed around. Well, that's a week of my life I'll never get back because for some reason, the most reliable one on the entirety of the internet looks like it comes from the era of commercials for dial-up. But I checked that succession with the limited information from the Denmark site and it matched up. What I found was that the crown passed down to the eldest living son of the king. If the king had no living son, the crown passed on to the king's brother. Hamlet probably wasn't old enough. I mean, Simba was a baby in The Lion King. Don't worry, I remember. But that's where the adaptation surpasses the original. Because while both villains were dumb enough to leave the only threats to their power alive, Scar at least started the plan while Simba was still young. Hamlet was 30 years old when Claudius murdered his father. How do you know that, you ask? I really don't care. Too late. Well, we actually get the number from a gravedigger, or clown if you prefer, in Act 5, Scene 1 of the play. Here, Hamlet asks the man when he started working for them, and he says,
I came to it that day that our last king Hamlet o'ercame Fort Russ. It was that very day that young Hamlet was born. I have been sexton here, man and boy, 30 years.
So Hamlet was well over the age that the gravedigger had been working there for 30 years? I don't know, man, I just work here. According to the Encyclopedia of the Life Course and Human Development, life expectancy didn't reach 45 until 2 centuries after this piece was written. How old was he when he started working there? Not to mention Hamlet's parents. His mother would have had to have been at least 12 for when he was born, but what about his dad? The play says that when Hamlet was born, his father was already king. So that puts him at 18 years old minimum. God, the fact that they were even alive means they all should have been scientific marvels. Or burned for witches, whichever works. In fact, Hamlet was probably too old to be considered fit to be king. And he didn't have kids, so who would have inherited the throne after him? God, this kingdom is in worse shape than post-Brexit England. You already don't get views. You can't afford to insult an entire nation. They know what they did. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to keep hearing from me, hit the subscribe button, as well as check out my Instagram, Facebook, and ordinaryscholar.com links, all of which are in the description. If you want to keep seeing more Shakespeare stuff, then go ahead and go back through the channel, because there is more. And if you really like what's going on here, please consider checking out my Patreon account. But until next time, valedictions, friends.